KUGAN CASSIUS here in the heart of Marbella. With me, I've got cruiserweight boxer Simmons. How are you, Stephen?
Yeah, I'm good, Cook. How are you?
Very well. Just got here. Looks like we've brought the English weather with us.
Yeah, it's been pretty cold the last few days. Well, it's been cold since I've been here, but it's been worse the last few days.
Really? Is it going to pick up tomorrow?
I think it's to rain tomorrow, but you never know.
You know, I need at least 30 minutes of sun with a bit of Hawaiian tropic.
You need Hawaiian tropic.
Hawaiian tropic's the one.
What's that, sun cream?
Yeah. I use it on the bed 9 minutes a day. You're out here, obviously in camp ahead of your fight coming up in April. How has camp gone out here?
Yeah, it's been good. I've been here a week now and putting the body through some stress and training hard.
Cruiserweight division, obviously, it seemed over the last sort of few years, it's just been sort of lacking something. We had the introduction of Cleverly and Bellew into it last year. Cleverly is now dropping back down to light heavyweight, so you know, I've spoken to you about this before. It's there for someone to really grab it domestically, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, Bellew's chasing world titles, and I'm going after the British and Commonwealth and stuff like that. So I always says that Cleverly was never suited to cruiserweight. He looked as though he was gassing in his 2 fights before Bellew. And I'd said to Bellew, I was sparring with him, and I was like, I feel you'll be too much for him and too much work rate for him.
Obviously here at the MGM Marbella, there's a few people of your size. Obviously Isaac Chamberlain, who made his pro debut, he fights at your weight. He fought at the weekend at the O2. David Maguire's here as well. So people similar to your weight. Do you spar with these guys?
I've sparred with David last time I was over before the 6th round contest I had with Richards, but I've not sparred Chamberlain yet, but no doubt probably in the next couple of weeks I'll be sparring him and helping each other out.
You had a huge win against Wadi Camacho in that quite built up grudge match. Obviously it had to be postponed the first time due to your injury, but from then, has things really kicked on from you from then, or are you still sort of, how are you feeling about that?
Nah, it's no went anywhere to be fair. I was told I was going to get some big fights after, and nothing really happened. I thought I was meant to be fighting hopefully in December, but nothing came off. So now it looks like I've got a fight on the 4th of April, and it's not as big as I thought the fight I was going to have, but that'll do. Go in there and do the business in Jordan. I've got family down in Sunderland, so I'll have a good support there. I've got a team jock coming down as well. And so,
what sort of level do you feel that you are at the moment? What sort of fights are you ready for?
I'm ready for any fights. Any fight in Britain, any fight in Europe, I'm ready for. It's just about getting the phone calls at the right times. I'll be preparing for my fights when I've got dates, and I've had this date for a while now, so I've been getting ready for that and look to do a good job on April the 4th and put my name right out there. Get a nice stoppage against Dickinson. He's not had the great past 2 performances, so I think he folded pretty easy to over McKenzie. I think he took a nice easy lie down. He got up and had a wee trip, so we'll see what he brings to the table when he fights me.
Where does Dickinson rate amongst the opponents that you've already faced, the likes of Graf and Camacho and those kind of guys? Where does he rate amongst them?
He's definitely in amongst them. I think the Wadi fight was bigger because of all the hype beforehand. On paper, I didn't think it was a bigger fight. I had a bad performance. Wadi had a good performance, but I got the job done in the end. The Graf fight, I put a great performance in against an unbeaten German. He's not been active since I beat him, so I think I've retired him, but he's definitely up there with him. He's not won a British title outright for nothing, but some of his opponents for the British title were a bit questionable. How are they getting a shot before me? But he can only fight what's in front of him, and he's got me in the 4th of April, and let's see what he brings.
Interesting contest next month sees Over McKenzie and Matty Askin. What do you think about that fight, which is obviously on BoxNation?
I've not looked too much into it because I've got my own fight on the 4th of April, so I'll watch it, but I'm not putting too much effort into seeing what his best attributes are and what they'll fight, and whoever wins, hopefully I'll get the winner. And I've got a job to do on the 4th of April first, so just got to get out there and do my job.
I mean, I'm not saying Over McKenzie is one of them sort of fighters that, from the outside, he looks like some fighters may not want to sort of chance it against him. You've seen what he's done to the likes of Conquest, etc., and Dickinson. But what do you think of Over McKenzie?
He looks strong and he can whack a bit, but he's had just as many losses as he's had wins. So he's definitely beatable because he's already been beat. But I'll think of that fight when it comes. At the moment, I'm just putting all my focus into winning and defending my title on 4th of April.
Okay, well, Stephen Simmons, thanks for giving us a little bit of time here on the Cassius and Helder show. Great to have you on here, and yeah, I think
good to be on, Kug. Good to be on.
Definitely. Exposure, different channels. This is what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Your mum sent me a nice little message today. Yeah, on Facebook. Yeah, so big up your mum.
Big up mum. Big up my wife. Big up my 2 dogs and my son.
Oh yeah. I heard a little story here earlier on that you actually admitted to you FaceTime your dogs. Well,
I FaceTime my wife, but the dogs are on the out, so I get to speak to the dogs as well.
So how does that go then? So what they're in front of obviously on the camera. What do you do? What can you just? So let's just. Oh, hold on a minute. What we'll do is so just pretend you're. What's the dogs called?
Nala and Diego.
Okay, Nell and Diego are on here now. So if you were talking to them, hold on, Stephen. What would you be sort of saying?
I would just say Nala, Diego. Woo!
I don't even know what to say to that. And you compared to this to someone FaceTiming their child the other day as well. So.
And what happens, right, is when they hear my voice, they get all hyper and they start running about daft.
Really?
Yeah.
Listen, you're a dog lover. There's nothing wrong with that, you know.
Dog whisperer, isn't it?
That's another episode of Cassius and Helder. But listen, great to have you talking to you here in Marbella, and best of luck with your training camp and everything leading up to your next fight against Dickinson.
Thanks very much. Good to see you both.
Thank you very much.